So I did a test on how long it would take me to become a millionaire, like a net worth of $1 million. So I did the test at 35. I literally started from scratch, zero, nada. And it took me exactly a year to have a net worth of $1 million. And here are the 3 steps that got me there. But first of all, you're probably thinking, wait, how did you start from scratch? Like, how did you just erase all the money you had? Well, I made really good money into my 20s. I was a millionaire by the time I was 26. I got into philanthropic pursuits. I spent a bunch of money building schools in developing countries. I started a company that raised money to build schools in a developing country, and eventually that company went totally under after I'd poured everything into it. And it went so far under, I had taken out hundreds of thousands of dollars in loans to float the company, which was in essence a technology company enabling people to raise money to build schools in developing countries. And we built 400 schools, which is pretty cool, along with another 150 homes for families in Latin America. But long story short, making money while doing good proved harder than I thought. So I had to end up declaring bankruptcy. So I found myself at the age of 35, living in a friend's guest room, eating rice and beans, doing whatever I could to make enough money to pay my expenses like food. And I decided to look at it like an opportunity to do a test to see how long is it going to take me to make $1 million. And I made a game of it. So rather than complaining about the money situation that I was in, I actually was really grateful for it, knowing that it would serve me in the future. And what I learned, I could pass on to you. My first step was to put myself in an industry that had the ability to make me $1 million within a year. I knew that wasn't going to be something like real estate like I did in my 20s. It needed to be something faster, something that could make more money quicker and set me up to provide for a family that I wanted. Again, I was 35. So step number 1 is I read a book called .com Secrets by Russell Brunson. And this book told me everything that I needed to know to get to doing 50 to 100 grand a month. And doing that all online from home. And by the way, I had never had an email list, never had an opt-in, didn't even know what an opt-in was when I read the book. But I read it and reread it over and over again, did everything that it said, and it set me up for step number 2. Step number 2 was shifting from the mindset of exchanging time for money to exchanging value for money. Here's what I mean. Before reading that book, the stuff that I was doing for money was I was kind of coaching people on the side on their speaking and stuff they wanted to do in the world. And after reading that book, I packaged all of that up. I put it into a program that would enable me to serve 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 people all at the same time, while getting them all incredible results, which helped me to leverage my time and be able to serve more people and make more money. And step number 3, maybe the most important to anyone who's got a business right now, is I put myself in what I call my 33%, meaning there's 3 parts to any business that are going to make it flourish. Each of them make up 33% of the business. One of those is fulfillment, like admin tasks, actually fulfilling on the thing that you've just sold. The other one is lead generation, getting people that might want to buy what you got to sell. And the third is sales, like getting on the phone with people and selling them what you got. I decided that my 33, my one thing in the company that I was going to focus on was sales, because that's what I was the best at. And I hired an 18-year-old to take care of the fulfillment, a 20-year-old to take care of all the lead generation. And I stuck with my 33% of the company, which was sales, which enabled me to be in my zone of excellence and have as much impact on the company as possible, bringing in all the cash. Maybe the most important thing that I've said today is not even those 3 exact steps. It's probably actually the reframe of the financial situation that you're in right now being some sort of a detriment and shifting it to be a positive that you're super grateful for right now, no matter what your financial situation. Because only when we're grateful for where we're at can we start to think creatively about where we want to go. My name's Taylor, and wherever you're at in your financial journey, let's get abundant together. Follow for more.